All right, Mitch, go ahead and hit us with recap.
So, as we all went off to do a little side quest that we thought to be simple, rescuing the Wizards of the Wine from their conundrum of having their shipments been delayed to the point where fury and anger was spreading throughout the town of Alaki for Erwin Mardukov. We arrived there and we found that the Mardukov family was kicked out of their winery. A couple of druids seem to have taken hold of the distillery, and well, we offered ourselves to go take care of the issue in exchange for getting the trade back up and running, hoping to establish a hideout or home base of sorts. As we approach, we're immediately attacked by a group of blights, creatures that we were attacked by earlier on the road. A repetition and a sign of who or what may be afflicting this area. As we escaped into the winery, our good friend, our lad, our savior, Archie, riding up, roaring with bagpipes, actually distracted a good 20 something of the blights that were chasing after us. As we rushed into the building, we did find one of the druids, an older woman who seemed immediately aggressive, but gave us a chance to at least plead our case. Conversations fell apart when Dew went, "Yeah, we hate Lady Strahd," and realized that, oh, that was the wrong answer. Darian, holding on to a fiery spell, lit up one of the vats of Boozahol as Phaedra held down the fort. As the fires got bigger and bigger and bigger in a last ditch effort to hopefully make sure that we can make it out of there alive, unsure if we were safe or things were going to escalate, Darian took some oil, spread it out, and caused the fire to grow larger and larger, eventually to the point where the entire distillery went up like fireworks on the 4th of July. We all were knocked unconscious. Some of us were about to die. Luckily, a natural 20 on my part, oh my god, clutching it up, with a channel divinity getting everybody back onto their feet. We luckily did not have to worry no longer. The blights had ceased moving as it seems like their controller had passed. But the Mardukov family's winery, up in smoke and flames, captured us. Archie was able to court a deal after getting the rest of the party to shut up for a second. Some of us even being knocked out for being rowdy in a place that we didn't have really a right to do so. We're dead anyways, he says. So might as well let us go try to fix the crux of the problem. With a 31 on his persuasion check, Archie was able to convince them to, you know what? Let's let him go on a suicide mission. Stripped us of all of our gear, our weapons, tied up tied up our arms and hands, and carried us away. Also, pretty interesting to note, it seems like the Mardukov family and the people who support them all seem to be, or a good portion of them, maybe not all, but a good portion of them seem to be werebirds or were. And that's where we left off, being
Indeed,
carried off to
indeed.
Lady Strahd's manor.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add before we get started?
The moral of the story is always play bagpipes and don't contribute.
Playing
True.
bagpipes did contribute. Right. So, the world is dark around you, and though you cannot see, a cacophony of sound and smell gives you some semblance of direction in the confusion. Ravens caw incessantly overhead, as if arguing with one another, while the scent of ash and burning wood and charred flesh cling to you. Mist wraps around your limbs and creeps into the negative spaces between your clothes and your skin, ripping away any sense of warmth or comfort. Your bones and muscles ache as pain flares with every movement, ropes biting into your flesh as you feel yourselves dragged from the nightmare you have created to one unknown. Voices start to argue nearby as one of the men growls, "We should have just killed them. Do it now where they sit. How could you even think to give them a shred of mercy after?" And a woman's voice cuts in. "Adrian, please lower your voice. I understand your anger. Anger! Anger! Where is your anger, sister dearest? These God-forsaken fools might as well have thrown your children to the wolves." As another man's voice cuts in, "Adrian, enough!" As you hear the snivelled crying of children and the wailing of an infant. This isn't helping anyone. Tavian has made his decision. End of story. The arguing continues in hushed tones as the four of you are dragged together through the mud and left with your backs against a nearby tree. After an hour or so, do you regain consciousness as your head throbs from both the blasts and the blow from the raven-like individual? You all have a short bit of time before you're collected and moved. Is there anything you'd like to discuss during that time?
Dude just rolls over, scorched, exhausted.
Great work, everyone.
Maybe not great. Maybe not the best term for it.
Still alive, at least, right?
Yeah, are you alright?
Do I look alright? Oh,
I'm not asking if you're good. You look like you've, well, been blown up. I'm wondering if you're alright.
Nah, I guess not. What's the matter? We're dead anyways.
Well, one could say we were dead the moment we entered this land, same as everyone here.
Oh, no. Before we had a chance. Barely could make out what you said when I was laying there. You sold us to Strahd. Crazy bastard.
I
Where
apologize.
are we right now, by the way?
You guys are all bound, hands and arms bound behind your backs, stripped of everything you have, weapons, items, the like, with potato sacks over your head, so you cannot see anything. You assume you are backs up against a tree somewhere, as you do still smell smoke, probably still kind of near where the winery was.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and how far do those, like, sound of voices sound?
They sound like they're pretty fucking close, like maybe within 30 feet of you. They've just decided to quiet down a little bit.
Mm.
I will say for this, though, Phaedra, you do not have any of your wild shapes left.
But now I have wild resurgence.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
Since I turned 5 today, I can expend a spell slot to give myself a wild shape back.
Oh, is that why you were asking earlier if you had any left?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me go ahead and go over your sheet then.
Sorry. Ignore what I was saying.
I'd say you would have had a second level left.
One second level?
Yeah, we would have used a lot of your higher stuff because you did have combat with the wolves earlier today, and then the blights and everything just now before getting drug over here.
That's
You are
fair.
also
I
missing
will...
anything that allows you, like your focuses are also taken off of you, as they do know that you are a druid.
Right.
Do we still have our armor and everything on?
Technically, you have your armor on right now. They have not pulled that off yet.
Okay, they're going to pull it. Okay, I'm just
Yes.
so I can mark it off my sheet. Thank you.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
remove things from your sheet.
Yeah, I'm just on equipment.
I'm gonna get rid of all my first level spell slots. Is that right?
You can, let's see, we'll give you one first level still.
Okay, sure.
Because I can't fully remember how many you have left, but I know we used a lot of your spell slots over the last 2 combats.
Should I try to get us out of here?
No.
As I say, just like, what? Are you serious? You literally heard them talking, like 10 feet away. You guys literally heard us saying that, right? As I just call out to the caravan people who were just right
I
there.
would have whispered that.
As Du raises his voice, shut up. We can
Yeah.
hear you
Oh,
talking.
See? You've never been a prisoner before, have you? Phaedra.
So what? You're just gonna give up?
Hell no. I'd rather be drugged down to Avernus before I give up. I'm going to survive.
Oh, surviving means not getting handed over to Lady Strahd.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be handing over. I doubt it's gonna face-to-face handoff, to be sure.
Yes, I've made it out of there once before. Mostly by shit luck, but might get shit lucky again.
Do you think she's going to spare us?
I think our chances are better together still. As impossible as it is, the only reason we survived that is because we were together.
So wait, I gotta ask, why the hell did you guys even listen to me?
Why in particular?
Yeah, my stupid plan to go to the windmill almost got killed by some witches and hags. My dumbass plan to come to this winery, help some ungrateful people. I'm just an unlucky pile of mess.
Well, if I had known that, maybe I wouldn't have followed you.
Did the cursed mask and the fact that I literally told you I escaped the lady's castle not tell you I was unlucky?
To my left, I think you're pretty quiet, Darian. You
Uh,
good? You're not still unconscious.
Darian, while everyone has been talking, he's just trying to listen and focus on pretty much everything that's around us at the current moment in time. And it's just thinking. And as you mention him, you hear some rustling. No, it's not the time to do anything. There will be a time. But there's no sense in us all getting worked up and tired now.
After a little bit of conversing, about an hour passes by before you all feel yourself dragged to your feet and pushed forward. Your bindings are checked, and the bags remain over your head as you feel the shuffling as they start to remove your armor. If any of you have armor, please unequip it at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Chainmail off.
You hear the moving about of bags and footsteps around you afterward, indicating that it is time to leave. Occasionally, you hear muffled conversation as the Mardikovs talk amongst themselves. The children whisper, asking where they're going. A teenage boy asking one of the adults if the druids are going to keep coming after them. One of the men commenting that Eventually, they'll try to clear out Yesterhill and reclaim what was stolen from them. The wind howls mournfully throughout the valley, and the occasional snapping of twigs from the forest sets your hearts racing. As beasts howl balefully in the distance, their calls echoing through the trees. It gets colder and colder as the day progresses, as you feel the scant warmth of the day giving way to early evening. Eventually, some hours later, you're not sure, the group comes to a stop, as Davian's voice calls out, Dag, take Stefania and the children to Urwin's to meet us back along the morning gate. The woman's voice from earlier responds quietly, Father, please, let us all stay for the evening. You know the forest runs safe. Please, see reason, Davian's exhausted and exasperated sigh cuts her off. Fine. They'll be in one of the safe houses, though you all are staying with Urwin. That is non-negotiable. After a short pause, you guys feel the bags around your heads are removed, though your hands remain bound behind your backs. As everybody standing there looks entirely human. You see Davian hunched over, using his walking stick. A young woman with a baby in her arms and a couple kids at her side with a teenage boy standing next to her. And a couple men that look around Erwin's age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, but most likely his brothers. As Davian looks to you, Archie. If you all do not wish to be torn apart in the middle of the night by monsters, I suggest you remain silent while we are in town. As he looks you all up and down, seemingly waiting for some kind of agreeance.
Archie will nod, but he'll look around over his shoulder to see if everyone else is on board with that.
Yeah, I'll nod. We still got bags over our heads, right?
The bags have
At
been
this point.
taken off. You see in the distance the gates to Valaki.
Okay.
And it is rapidly becoming nighttime. And you guys know if you do not get within Valaki before the sun goes down entirely, you might not survive the night.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Is everyone agreeing?
Darren's just not saying anything.
All right.
Yeah. Grown in agreement.
Eventually, the group starts to approach the guards at the gate as the light starts to fade from the sky, though hanging back as Davian approaches the guard ahead of you all before placing something, as you guys can see the faint glint of coins into their hands, as they nod with a twisted grin and open the gates, and you all are led inside. After a bit of walking, you're led to what seems to be an empty house near the church, as half of the group splits off. The woman, which you can assume to be her husband and her 4 children, are led away. One of the younger-looking boys, maybe about 5 or 6, looks back at you all as his mother leads him away with a confused and apologetic look. After fiddling with the lock on one side of the building, one of the men opens the door of a small single-story building and ushers you all inside. He leads you to a room at the back of the building where they shove you in, as you can hear the sound of deadbolts being slid across the various doors, before Davian and his 2 sons join you in the room, setting up more locks and moving to a table in the corner. But they just keep to themselves for the rest of the evening. Definitely keeping a close watch on the lot of you. But is there anything you all would like to talk about or do before exhaustion takes you for the evening?
Archie was told to effectively shut up, so he will unless prompted.
Yeah. There's like someone in the room with us, I assume.
Yeah, there's Davian
coin.
and his 2 sons in the room, sitting in one of the corners watching you guys. It's a pretty scant room. You guys have effectively been put in a corner on top of some blankets. You know, the most comfortable thing in the world, but they'll definitely keep the cold off of you.
And this room, like, no windows or anything.
There's a small, like, thin, wide window at the top that lets in a little bit of the moonlight.
So, what actually is the plan there, Archie?
I'll admit I'm not completely planned out in our next move. I suppose this is, though sooner than I expected, an opportune moment to attempt to gain any sort of intelligence we can on the castle and its happenings beyond what you probably already know. We do have
Yeah.
the card readings to follow if we can find anything.
He inhales a little bit. Yeah, the only thing I know was a cell.
If we can find anything, get out with anything, not to clear our names, accelerate any sort of regrowth of stability, that would be probably the best move. Though obviously survival on its own is a prayer.
Huh. Maybe we'll go talk to that wizard. You know, the one across the lake. Maybe he'll help us.
I don't exactly think we're going to get the opportunity quite yet.
I don't want to
I'm
die.
like dead staring into like that one like window. Like, can I see anything outside?
You see a little bit of moonlight, some clouds, the night sky. Nothing really beyond that. You do eventually, if you're watching long enough, see a bat fly by.
I'm like not able to glean how far up we are or anything like that.
You know it's a single
Did
story
we like
building, so you're likely on the ground floor.
Well, if we're gonna die tomorrow, whenever it happens, I don't want to die tired, so see you guys when I see you. I'm just gonna roll over and try, an emphasis, try to sleep. Probably
Right.
not gonna go well.
Alrighty, do you go to sleep? Archie, are you also going to sleep?
He will slowly drift off his thoughts, especially because they're closest at this point, thinking and praying for Ismark and Irina's safety. Praying that getting them this far away from their prospective pursuer will do until they can do something about it.
Darian, Phaedra, anything you guys like to try before going to sleep?
Darian has his head back up against the wall, sort of just sitting. He's just seeing if he can hear anything, take in whatever information around him that he can. He knows that we're next to the church, and that regardless of where we are, we're stuck in a room with people. But is there conversation happening in the next room over?
You don't hear any conversation in the next room over. You know that the other half of the group, the one that's not in the room with you, did leave to go stay with Erwin at the inn.
So everyone who split off with us is currently in the room with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Could I potentially try something?
What would you like to try?
Well, I can see the window and beyond it.
You can see the sky beyond.
I know if I accomplish this, I will take fall damage, but can I try to do this?
Uh-oh.
How many uses of that do you have per day?
3.
Okay, so yeah, you would have one left. Let's see, and it's just you're not casting a spell or anything. There's no verbal components.
It's
You
not
just
a
do this,
spell.
right?
It's a race thing.
It is
Ooh.
specifically it's not like you get a free cast of Misty Step with the weird elf variants. It's literally just a non-spell version of Misty Step, basically.
Gotcha. Let me look up something real quick.
Well, we're already off to a good start, guys. We haven't died yet.
Do it, dip.
Mhm.
They haven't
Get the
stabbed
hell
us
out of
yet.
here.
Get out of here. You're the last one. Complete the mission.
The last one left. Complete the mission.
Please get Ismark and Irina somewhere safe, bro. Unironically,
I'll
please.
Try.
It's
If
It's
they
up to
haven't
you.
been kidnapped yet.
It's gonna be the search and destroy me. Last one left. Complete the mission. Round the corner.
That's
instantly
literally-
die.
Alrighty.
But instant
Phaedra,
die.
you're gonna take about 2 points of fall damage
Okay.
as you teleport outside, escaping your bonds and leaving behind every item that you have.
Yeah.
So
The moment
leave
I'm
them in your
outside-
inventory for now, but
Okay.
effectively remember you have no items, no spellcasting focus, nothing at the moment.
Nothing. Understandable. That's fine. At the moment I'm outside, I'm just looking around, seeing if there's like any of those werecrows?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Like if they're standing guard outside the house or anything.
Yeah, give me a perception check. 22.
Ooh.
You see 2 men standing outside the house and about 6 ravens on the roof that clock you as you teleport out and start furiously cawing.
Okay. I am running.
Alrighty. You start booking it. The 3 of you inside.
Can I?
One second. The 3 of you inside.
Yeah.
Phaedra vanishes.
Yeah, I think the only one still awake or in the midst of being awake. The moment that any of those guys up at the table start to get up, I am running directly towards the door and trying to get in their way.
The funny thing is, they don't.
Oh, okay.
They
That's
they
great.
look over and they look back to each other and they start to laugh a little bit. And you hear one of them mutter, "Damned fool. Well, we'll see what kills her first then, I guess." As they go back to picking their nails and watching you all. Darren, I'll give you an insight check. If you'd like. You see that Davian just seems tired. And the other 2 men, one of them seems still very angry and is just fists clenched, wanting to get up, but has been seemingly ordered not to. And the younger man is just looking mournfully down at the table at his hands. Phaedra, you are booking it outside. Where are you going?
Yeah. I want to use one of my wild resurgence
Alrighty.
to get my 1 wild shape back.
Gotcha.
I am. The crows are on me. I assume I'm
have,
going to
At
like
this point,
try
2
to
swarms
get.
of crows that are starting to chase you and are attempting to peck at you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get like I'm trying to lose them essentially.
Alright, how are you gonna
Like
do that?
getting under buildings, like rolling underneath carts, like doing whatever I gotta do to like get the sight of those crows off of me.
Alrighty. First, give me a dex check. to see if you are fast enough to get away from these crows. And then we'll follow that with a stealth check.
12.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
22.
You hear the ravens caw overhead. You're not entirely sure if they have your position, but they're not far away from you. But you
Okay.
do see swarms getting bigger.
Like, where am I in the town, roughly?
Yeah, let me pull us over to Valaki real quick.
Near the church, I think.
Yeah, you guys are near the church. I'm going to use the party token to show you where you're at. You are there.
Okay. I want to wild shape into like a spider and then crawl like underneath the like door to one of the houses.
Alrighty. I will have to roll something for one of these houses then.
What does that mean?
I have to roll for the houses.
Your RNG, your RNG, RNGesus, take the wheel. Take us into a house that
Roll
not
me
like, I
a
don't know,
D20.
a secret stat. Oh god.
Just a D20?
Just a straight D20. 11. Let's see. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D4 and a D8.
Alright, we're cooked. There's a bunch of different.
You see 2 adults, a man and a woman, and 5 children just resting
Oh my
peacefully
god.
in the house. The man and the woman seem to be conversing about the events that are supposed to occur in a day or two, the Blazing Sun Festival that they clearly want no part of, but, you know, they don't want to end up in the stocks or worse.
Yeah. That's fair. Could I try to spider form, like crawl along the edges of the like walls and try to like, I don't know, get into a closet or an attic if they have one?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check. As I roll to see if they notice you in the fucking house.
The reroll for the day. You have the reroll for the day.
I do have reroll for the day. I'm gonna use my reroll for the day.
What's wrong?
17.
Why are you so worried? Alright, let me roll for them and see if they notice your fucking spidery form.
I'm just a spider, guys. No need to kill a spider.
You're a spider in someone's house. Alright, they do not notice you. You eventually do find a closet to get in. It's full of, you know, musty clothes and a few dead moths. The clothing itself seems to be in decent condition, though it is kind of cramped in here from, you know, 7 people's worth of clothing being put into one closet. It is not a big house.
That's fair. Could I try to like drape some of the like older looking clothes, like the ones that people like very clearly like haven't touched in a while, like over me and just go to sleep in a corner?
Sure, you can go sleep in a corner. You can shove your little spider body in a corner. How long does your wild shape last?
It lasts as much as my proficiency bonus, so like 3 hours.
Okay.
But like when I turn into a person, like I wanna
I know.
drape some of their old clothes over me.
That's fine. Because it is about 9 o'clock at the moment, so you will unwild shape around midnight.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay. Darian, let's switch back to you for a second. What are you doing? The man who is very clearly angry is just glaring at you, waiting for an excuse.
I think I'm just staring at him, not with a look, like any sort of look, just with a blank expression on my face.
Nothing to say for yourself, huh?
Small smirk.
Darian, why you gotta smirk at people who are clearly not the people to smirk at?
Because I can. I don't.
Oh
He
no.
I'm gonna do something
stands
about
and
it.
he walks over and he picks you up by the collar and just glares at you. What, you think this is funny?
I didn't say anything.
No, but your fucking smirk said it all. You don't feel a damn bit bad about what you did, do you?
Just squint a little bit at him. Clearly not wanting to answer that question.
He throws you to the ground roughly and goes back to sitting down. As you can see, Davian is giving both him and you a sharp glare from across the room.
Just sort of scooch myself back up to sitting up straight. Good luck catching her. Because you're going to need it.
Davian looks at you. We do not need to catch her. Someone alone in this world is a dead one. There's no
Who
getting
said
around
she
that.
is alone?
Because I know she's alone.
If you say so. As I am going to lean my head back and start to drift off to sleep.
You go to sleep. Phaedra, it's around midnight. You pop out of your spider form, which is admittedly much smaller than your humanoid form. And your foot hits the side of the door. And you hear one of the children peek up. Hello? Mom?
I'm not saying anything.
Mom, I think there's a monster in the closet. You hear the mother groan. Victor, go back to sleep. And the kid, you hear, gets up and runs over to her. No, I heard something run about in the closet. I heard a bang. As she gets up and walks over. And go ahead and give me a stealth check as she opens the closet door to see how well you hid yourself beneath
Oh
these
god.
clothes. Because you were much smaller when you hid underneath them.
Yeah.
Let's go.
18. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a check for her, because she's gonna be rooting around looking and trying to make a show of showing the kid that there's nothing in here. I'll give her an investigation check.
There's a whole ass person in there.
I'm
I'm
gonna
the
go ahead and
person in
reveal
the
the roll
wall.
real quick.
5.
Oh no!
Oh
my God. Come on, dude.
She rolled a nat
Look,
20.
it is what it is.
As
There's
this
nothing
woman
that can be done.
so aggressively and tiredly just starts pulling clothing out of there. And eventually, Phaedra, you feel something come off, like one of the fabric bits come off your leg. As she
Okay,
just
wait. Don't
screams.
don't
She
scream.
screams, and you hear her husband get up. You hear the children get up as he runs over as well. And he is now holding a pitchfork at your face.
Okay, wait. Listen.
Get the guards! Get the
No,
guards! We have an intruder!
There's no need. Hold on,
As you hear some of the
please. Can I
children
just
sprint
explain?
out of the house.
Can I explain myself? No.
You in league with the devil, Strahd? What do you do in our house?
No, okay. Can we just calm down? No need to get the guards. Can we just calm down for
Why
a
are
second?
you in my house?
I'm
You hear the door slam as children are running outside, screaming.
okay. I can get out of your house. It's all good. I just can I stay one night? Just one night is all I need.
Why should we let you stay in our house? Why are you in our closet?
You know how the vampire person is like
Are you
got
saying you're a
eyes
vampire?
everywhere. No,
As
I'm
he
saying
is like jutting the fucking
I'm
pitchfork at
against
your neck.
Strahd. See, look, I'll like pull my hair like see, no, like, no marks. I'm not a vampire. Just
You see he
a normal
squints at
person.
your pointed ears. No, but you bear marks of someone who's not from around you.
Yes, I'm not from around here, but I don't mean you any harm. I promise. I can come morning, I can provide you food. I just need a night to stay.
If you want a night to stay, then stay in the fucking inn. Do not just. Why would you roll up in somebody's fucking closet?
I was desperate. There's
I'll bet you are. A lot of people who break into houses are desperate. As Phaedra, your keen elven ears hear the marching of footsteps of people in armor running in this direction.
Okay, wait, listen. Can we work out a deal? I I could help you with anything, something. Just, I just need a night to rest.
Alright, tell that to the devil. He just pokes you lightly. Get out of my house.
uh okay. Did I get a short rest at least?
You got a short rest at least, yeah. Because you slept for about 3 hours. You were close to finishing your long rest. That's why I had to know how long you could be in your fucking form for.
Yeah, heart emoji. Give me like a second.
What are you doing, Phaedra? This man is yelling at you to get out of his house. His wife is behind him. You hear the children screaming in the street that there is a vampire in their closet.
Okay, yeah, I'll get out of their house before the guards come.
As this man chases you out to the front door, you see maybe 60 feet up the road, torches lit, as a small mob of guards is coming your direction, led by a figure you are very familiar with.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
can I just round a corner to get out of sight?
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. 24. You duck behind a corner and you manage to push yourself in the shadows just enough that as the guards come running down, led by Isaac, they quickly question the people within the house and they point around the corner that you went and they rush by, thankfully not seeing you. But the guards are
Okay.
now on full alert.
Uh, while we were in this town, did we see any like sewers or anything like that?
You did not.
Great.
You get the sense this is not an advanced enough town to have any kind of plumbing.
Hmm. I've been around a couple towns.
How many
Would
towns, Phaedra? Because you are a pampered noble.
Yeah, I've been around nice towns.
You've been around very nice towns. You have not been around
This is
podunk
not a
towns like
nice
this.
town. Um, let me ponder my orb.
Phaedra, as you ponder your orb, you feel something in your pocket.
What's in my pocket?
You see a sealed letter.
Uh, like a new sealed letter?
Yeah, it's unfamiliar to you. The parchment itself is exquisite. This feels like something one of your parents would write.
I will open it.
And it reads as follows. Dearest Phaedra, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you come dine at my castle tomorrow so that we may meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one, and, well, you wouldn't want to leave your friends behind, would you? I await your arrival. Your host, Lady Strahd.
Uh, she's asking me to go to the castle? Like,
She's asking you to come to the castle. And as you're about to put it away, you see on the back, P.S. I have a little gift for you.
can I insight check this letter? Like, does she seem...
An insight check.
Is this
Insight
come
check, a
over
piece
so
of
I can
paper.
kill you? Or is this like a...
Insight check the piece of paper, Rachel.
Okay.
My god.
11.
11.
It doesn't seem aggressive. There's noticeably no threat or anything of the like made. It seems like a dinner invitation that your parents would send out for a nice dinner.
Yeah, I don't trust that. See, I
it
don't...
mentioned meeting in civilized surroundings. So I will say with an 11, no, you don't get the sense this is to kill you. This is a invitation to meet and to talk.
Okay. God. Pan over to the other people. I need to think for a minute.
Well, the other people are sleeping.
Okay.
Camera's
So
on you,
unfortunately, the
baby.
camera is straight on you, Phaedra.
Great.
You're the one who wanted to make a fucking escape.
Cut to commercial.
In the middle of the town that is on high alert for vampires and anyone moving about at nighttime. That is under an
Yeah.
unofficial curfew.
Any of these houses that seem vacant? Like run down or anything?
No. Oddly enough, unlike the village of Barovia, all the houses in here look lived in.
Great. Well, I'm gonna turn into a little rat.
So nothing
Did
changes.
you get your stuff back on short rest, right, for your wild shape, or?
Yeah, I do.
Alright. So you turn into a little rat.
Rat mode. Churches, I would know, usually have like spare beds and stuff, question mark.
I don't think you've ever set foot in a church, Phaedra.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe as, like, passing through town, you have not stayed at a church before. You have never been that hard up for a place to stay. What? Maybe?
Where's the inn?
The inn that you all were staying at is
Yeah.
right over here, the Blue Water Inn.
Okay. It's either I try to go for the church or I try to go for the inn.
Know who's at the inn?
I know my friends are potentially at the inn.
And the other
How
half
long were
are
we
private
gone, by the
people.
way?
You guys have been gone a day.
A day, a
You
single
guys
day.
left yesterday morning and have been brought back in the evening.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make my way to the inn
Alrighty.
as a little rat.
You scurry about the streets as a little rat. Occasionally, a couple of the guards just, oh, fucking rat, as they jump a little bit, seemingly kind of on edge now that there is an alert that there is a vampire running about the town. But You're just a rat. What harm do you possess? As you eventually do make your way
Uh,
back to the familiar spot of the Blue Water Inn.
I'm not talking to anyone in the inn. I'm going straight up those stairs and trying to see if Irina and Ismark are still in the rooms.
Alrighty. You go up the stairs. You eventually do have to find like a hole in the wall to climb in because as you get there, it's, about 1 a.m. and
Yeah.
it's closed up for the night.
I'll fucking chew a hole in the wall if I have to.
You chew a hole, you little fucking rat creature. And you scurry your way through the halls and eventually make your way up to the room that you know that Irina and Ismark were staying in.
I'm scratching at the door.
You scratch at the door. There is no response.
Can I like peek underneath the door?
Yeah, I'll say
Anyone like
you're a small enough rat that you're able to squeeze your way underneath.
is there anyone in here?
No.
Ah, shit.
Though you do notice some of the furniture has been knocked over.
Ah, shit. Should not have left them.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're in the room. Do rats have dark vision? I don't think they do, right?
I don't know. I've never rat moded before.
Go ahead and just give me a flat perception check then.
Oh, they do have dark vision.
Okay, with advantage then. Your eyes don't pick it up, but your nose does. You smell that fresh iron scent of blood that's been cleaned up.
Ooh, that's not great. It's like 1 a.m., right?
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m.
Okay, I'm gonna roll underneath the bed and try to get some sleep.
You roll your way underneath the bed. After about 3 hours, your rat form does dissipate, but the room is empty. And it's closed. Your body does make a bit of a thunk when you wake back up because, you go from small rat to
Well,
full-size woman.
I'm not gonna make that same mistake. I'm gonna turn into a person and
Okay.
roll underneath the bed.
Okay.
I'm
Making
not
sure.
thunking.
You're not thunking?
I'm not thunking.
You eventually have your long rest. The rest of you can also roll a long rest as well, as you do get to sleep throughout the night.
Woohoo.
Winning move is to do nothing.
We are tied up in a room. What do you want us to?
So we're gonna go back to the group for a minute. Because it's the morning now.
Waking up in the morning.
The pale morning light filters through that tiny window, rousing you all from your too short sleep. The pain from yesterday flares as you all are hauled to your feet. And quickly and quietly by figures who are, a little bit more stealthily dressed, grab you by your shoulders and lead you out of town through the Sunset Gate, the one you came in, and immediately go for the woods. Seems that they are not going through the streets of Valaki, and once you guys hit the woods, they put the bags over your head again.
As we are, as we exit the woods, Archie will start whistling a tune.
You motherfucker.
As you whistle,
How else am I gonna get these to?
As you whistle, one of them does slap a hand over your mouth. Quiet.
He'll hum very quiet.
He gives you a bit of a shake. Are you trying to get yourself killed while we are out in these woods?
Not particularly, no.
Then be quiet.
Pretty sure our footsteps are louder than my whistling.
He clocks you upside the head, Archie. Not enough to knock you out or anything, but enough to remind you of the position you're in.
All right, I tried in game to justify not using my features. Sorry, guys.
Hmm.
Listen, they know people can cast magic through any kind of making
I
noise.
know that they know, and I'm a fucking
They
weird
know.
red man. They know.
You're a
they
weird
know.
red
It's
man.
shit.
How concerned are they about things in the woods close by? If we can
They
tell
are
based off.
very concerned, because you do see that they are looking around pretty heavily, but they do, bag you and tie you up and everything.
Stares at the camera. I could do another funny, guys.
I think you've done enough funny.
I don't know. I could pull a quiet place real quick.
Please don't.
I will remind you,
Okay.
you are bound. You are about to be gagged. Bag over your head
Yeah.
with no items.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I will choose to remain quiet at the moment, but no, I would if it were just me.
I am just reminding you of things.
Yeah. Just you is okay, but it's not, bro.
The three of you now are set to march for another day. It is very disorienting and confusing at this point because you have no clue what direction you're going in. You don't know where you are. There's no sunlight on your shoulders to tell you the direction of the sun. There is nothing. Just the
Where's
crunch of boots beneath your feet.
Phaedra?
Gone.
She left you all to
Gone.
die.
Hmm.
Huh. Smart.
It is. Well, until she is caught by another creature.
When I see her again, I gotta give her kudos.
Yeah, she did pretty good. I might actually have to compliment her for once.
Eventually, as you guys are walking, you do hear the ravens cawing ahead again. As you hear groans and the cracking of bones and the shuffling of feathers, as the hands that were human on you before are now clawed as they push you forward, as they seem to have reverted back to their were-raven forms. You guys march for a few hours. Is there anything you would like to attempt while you are marching? This time they all have a hand on your shoulders.
Yeah, after the reminder earlier today, Archie isn't gonna do too much. He'll just think to himself for the day.
Do I still have that little bracelet on my left wrist?
No,
I'm gonna shuffle my head.
they took everything off of you.
Oh. Dude, as he ruffles his hands around and feels it's not there, he's just gonna fall dead silent and just march.
Darian, are you attempting anything?
Nah, there's nothing I can do. So
Always.
just listening, keeping an ear out, trying to make sure either I can pick up which direction we're going, or if anything of import or intrigue is said as we're being walked away.
Give me a perception check.
Nope.
It is the crunching of twigs beneath your feet. It is the sound of the wind going through the leaves in the trees. The occasional howls in the distance, but there is no conversation or anything to give you any idea of where you are. Phaedra, you wake up under the fucking bed of the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm going to try to help my friends, I need at least a spellcasting focus. Looking around this like wrecked like room,
Mm-hmm.
do I see anything like a table leg maybe?
Yeah, there's a table leg.
that's like snapped off.
Yeah.
I'm taking that, and do I think I could like potentially, if I had a knife on me, I could carve it into a staff?
It would take a significant amount of time, but yeah.
I'm grabbing it.
Alrighty. You have one table leg.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is kind of a predicament.
This is a predicament indeed.
Since last night when I was a rat, I smelled the scent of like blood that was cleaned up.
Mhm.
Do I think I could try to track that down?
You're not entirely sure because it wasn't like a trail of blood. It was a
Mhm.
localized spot of blood.
Gotcha.
So you might be able to, but it would be very hard within the town to do so.
Mhm. Understood. Rooting around the room, is there anything that's left in the room?
Um, Nothing of note. It seems like whatever items that Ismark and Irina had in here were also taken.
Gotcha. Okay. Uh, fucking me went rat mode again.
Go in rat mode again, okay.
Cause I assume the people from last night definitely like gave my description to the town guards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna try to sneak out of the town.
Alrighty.
I don't know where. I have no idea where Isaac lives, I assume.
You saw him go into the Burgomaster's mansion before. You're not entirely sure if he lives there or not, though. No.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel so alone and so naked.
You're the one who decided to be
You
naked and afraid.
I am naked and afraid.
You do have that one nice little letter in your pocket.
I do. I'm gonna get out of the town first.
Which way you going? Out the morning gate? The sunset gate?
Towards Strahd's house is
The morning gate.
east? The morning gate, yeah.
Alrighty, you are heading that direction. As a mouse, it is relatively easy to run around the town. You notice a few other mice while you're here, so no one really pays you any mind.
Can I talk to the other mice as a mice? As a mouse?
I don't think. You know what? Sure, you can talk to the other mice. Fuck it, it's funny. What do you want to talk to the mice about?
Did you guys see like
Your voice is so fucking quiet. You're gonna have to get to your mic if you want to.
my god.
She is perfectly role playing a mouse. It's
Did you guys see like a man with like devil horns around here? Like very scary.
One of the mice looks up at you as it is like chewing on some questionable item. What's a devil?
You know, like the ones like the guy with the weird arm.
Oh, the man with the weird arm? Yeah, he's sometimes around town. He runs back and forth and just kind of hits people. Sometimes he stomps on us. He killed my cousin the other day and like 17 others earlier this week.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. You know, I really love Ted and Jerry and Todd and Mark and just keeps going down a list of names until you stop him.
Yeah. Anyways, my thing is more important. Do you like have any of you seen like him with like a weird lady? Like he's kidnapped her. Maybe there's like scent of blood on them a little bit.
What's kidnap?
It's like when you take like when you take another rat into a burrow that they don't want to be in.
Oh, that happened to my sister, and she left me with her baby, and then all its arms and legs fell off, and it's left with nothing but little stumps. And
Yeah, that's great. But like, have you seen anything like that?
I mean, I'm not sure, but maybe Jeffrey might know. I don't know. He kind of runs around that part of town. We kind of stay over here. We stay away from him. He does to kill us.
Oh, that's great to know. Thanks.
I think he ate one of us last week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Do you know where Jeffrey is?
I don't know. He might be dead.
Oh god.
Okay.
The life of a mouse is a short and a sad one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
you want some of this? I'm not entirely sure what it is. It might be people.
I think.
Oh yeah, that's a fingernail. I think it's a finger.
Oh yeah.
Might
Okay. Bye. We're gonna dash off.
Jesus.
As you dash off. Where are you going?
Fuck.
That was impressive. My entire family is dead. Who cares?
My
Who cares?
god.
Didn't ask.
Didn't ask.
Oh my
Elbozo.
god.
Okay, this might be where the carnival. Where's that? That was in town.
It wasn't
The
a
little-
carnival. There is a big festival going on that is going on tomorrow.
Gotcha. I thought you said there was like a cart.
There is
that
a
had,
tiny
like-
carnival cart. I think you're talking about Rictavio's cart, correct?
Yeah, that man.
You would know that's back out by the Air6 stockyard near the Morning Gate.
Okay, that's where I'm headed anyways. Can I try to stop by there?
Yeah. You eventually
I
go
can-
by the stockyard and you do see in the back that the carnival wagon with the paint peeling off.
Anything I can nick around here. As a rat, of course.
As a rat, of course, you can get a stick, piece of cheese.
I'll take a piece of cheese.
You find a piece of cheese. How close are you getting to the carnival wagon?
I assume I'm like how I'm moving is like I'm moving like underneath houses and then like dashing across the street and then like getting underneath the nearest thing. So like decently close maybe?
Hmm. As you get
Like
decently,
underneath.
As you get decently close, you see the wagon suddenly lurch as if something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. As you hear the cracking of wood and the scraping of metal and the snarl of something inhuman.
What?
Are you getting closer? Are you staying away from the wagon?
I'm not getting closer. Can I get a look at it without getting closer? Like, could I get up on a barrel or something?
Yeah. As you get up on a barrel and you look, you see that there's dry blood spattered on the side of the wagon.
Oh my god. Okay. Is the wagon like is it barred? One of those like animal carnival carts, or is it like
No.
an actual like
It's like an actual like half circle wagon, like a full carnival wagon. So, top with a latch and everything, door on the back, all that fun stuff.
Okay. I'm not getting in the wagon. I'm gonna get my ass ate in the wagon.
You don't want to get your ass ate in the wagon?
No. Is there any like storage things like around the wagon that I could like get into and maybe steal a knife or something?
Not really. You do see a latch up at the top of the wagon that you could get into.
I'll try to get into that.
Alright, so you climb up on top of the wagon, and you start to push yourself under the latch, and you hear that snarling down underneath you.
Okay, never mind. I'm good. I'm good actually.
Are you peeking down?
Am I gonna get my entire head bitten off if I
I mean,
peek
your head's
down?
kind of poking through it at the moment, but you're looking up, you're at the top looking down.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take a peek.
You see a saber-toothed tiger fitted with half-plate armor.
Oh my god.
Coffee.
It doesn't seem to have noticed you, but it
Okay.
clearly wants out.
Do I see any ways to let it out?
There's the
Yes,
front door, but you're not
Jesus
sure if it's locked or
Christ.
not.
Let it rampage
Jesus.
for the god.
I'll poke my head back out. Do
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
see any like
This is what the wagon looks
people
like.
walking around?
Had to go find it. You do see guards and stuff walking around the area, yeah.
Okay. But they don't seem to mind me because I'm a little rat.
Yeah, you're a little rat. You do see a couple people, like, looking at the cart and keeping an eye on it, but they're not really interested in you, per se, because you're a rat.
Gotcha. Oh god, okay. Um. And there's no way of looking into the wagon or the wagon without being in the wagon?
Yeah, you would have to drop into the wagon. You're currently looking down through a 1-foot square hatch in the roof.
Gotcha. Okay. Dropping into the wagon would be absurdly stupid.
It would be funny.
It would be funny, and also I'm a little desperate for a friend. Haha. Guys, I'm gonna flip a coin. If
Oh,
it's
come
heads,
on.
I
Do it.
drop into
Do
the
it.
wagon.
Do it.
If it's
Do it.
tails, I
Bro,
leave and I try to
this
find you
is-
guys.
Hold on. Hear me
God.
out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Release the
I
tiger.
will say, you do
No!
notice, I will show you the thing again. The back is chained shut. The only other way in here.
The only way in here is through the top.
Through the top 1-inch square hatch that you found, and then the doors on the back are chained and locked shut.
Gotcha. And is it chained by like some type of key?
Yeah, it looks like there's a big padlock on it.
I wouldn't flip the coin on that.
If you
But
want to
do
drop
you-
in there, I'm just letting you know, your
You do
only way
you.
back out is through this hatch in the roof.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I value my life right now. I'm gonna leave town for the minute.
Alrighty. You leave town for a minute. Where are you going?
Can I try to track down these fucking crows by their scent?
You can attempt to, though you do not know where they are currently, and you do not know where they left from, so you don't have a clear trail. It would
That's
be a very high
fine.
DC to track from where you are.
I will at least try.
Alrighty.
I do have keen smell as a rat.
You do have keen smell as a rat. You're ratting it up.
I'm ratting it up.
Go ahead and make me
Okay.
let's
Survival?
see, yeah, survival check. At advantage because you are a rat. Jesus fucking Christ. Rachel, stop rolling well tonight. 25.
The only one playing the game, she has to. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think that this was going to happen. Again, you plan for everything except for what actually happens.
Except for rats talking about family death and then lol didn't happen.
25. You think you catch the scent of Davian.
Okay.
Has that kind of musty old man scent.
I'm going to try to, like, track it as best I can.
Alrighty. Are you following it the entire way until you either find where it ends or your friends, or?
Basically, yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna go back to the Barovia map. Move the token over here. Da-da-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay.
So you eventually do follow that trail into the forest.
Okay.
It is dark, and you hear the snapping of twigs as things are moving about. Eventually, you do hear growling of wolves and the such, but
I'm gonna be as quiet as a mouse.
go ahead and give me that stealth check.
Oh dear Lord, RNGesus, please
Oh,
no.
please. Does anyone have a?
Rachel, have my inspiration for the day.
Oh, beautiful cock. I'm trying to save you guys. Fuck!
I tried, my homie.
Inspirations are rerolls, right? Not just advantage.
Yeah, it's just rerolls.
Hey, Rachel, take my inspiration for the day.
Oh my god. Are we power of friendshiping it up?
Like we said, you're the only one playing the game today. You have to roll well. It is by in nature the entire point of the session now.
We need to keep your ass alive, boy.
You hear howls off in the distance, but they don't seem to have caught you. It seems they're tracking something else. Something that might be a far bigger and more delicious meal. But eventually, you keep going. What is the speed on a rat, by the way? I need to look that up.
20. It's not very fast, but I will
Okay.
be running through the forest.
Okay. You are booking it, or hauling that rat ass as fast as you can.
Yeah, my big rat ass.
That big rat ass.
Jeez. Jeez.
You haul it through the forest. Go ahead and give me a survival check as the mist close in around you.
Rachel.
22. You make it to the other side. And you still maintain that trail. And it's a little stronger now, so you definitely smell that scent that you're like, okay, that's Davian, and then you smell again. Booze. Okay, that's Dew.
Since I know they're heading towards Strahd's castle, can
Mhm.
do I think if I don't follow the trail, or if I don't follow the path, can I try to like cut them off somehow?
You know that now that you're in this area, it is sheer cliffs on either side of the road. So it is very hard to traverse up and over.
Okay, understood.
But you don't know how fast they're moving. And you
Yeah.
are sprinting your little rat ass off. Let me see how far you can get in that time. Because it runs out after 3 hours, correct?
Yeah.
So let me...
3 hours and then I'm not a rat anymore.
Okay, I'm just going to... So that's 2 miles.
She's running through the forest. Why do I imagine the Naruto opening playing in my head?
Yeah, I'm a
God.
little rat on all twos. on two little rat feet.
Arms
Just
straight back.
Yeah, you can get there in plenty of time.
Oh my god.
You have about 30 minutes left on your wild shape. Because you
Okay.
spent a good bit of time fucking around in town earlier. And it took you about an hour and a half
Yeah.
to get over this way, fully booking it as fast as your little fucking rat legs could take you.
Yeah. Okay. Do smelling around. Have they been here already or?
Let's move back to them real quick. Eventually, you all are pushed forward until your feet hit rock. And it feels familiar, like the stone that was under your feet when you were traversing through those craggy cliffs near Strahd's castle. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless
Oh, sorry, we're getting close to Strahd's castle. I'm allergic to vampires.
Oh, it's a shame. Eventually, you hear the snorting and huffing of horses. Davian's voice rumbles quietly behind you. Well, you all wish to be set up upon the blight of Barovia. So here's your chance to make up for the pain you've inflicted upon others. May you all find success, or at the very least a swift end.
Hey,
Yes,
where's my bracelet?
it is in your bag.
Give it to me.
He sighs, and you hear things getting tossed around. As eventually your blindfolds are removed from you, and you see in front of you a carriage drawn by a couple horses, and your bags being chucked inside, as well as your weapons. Get inside. As they shuffle you all towards the
does
door.
not need to be told twice. Yes. Immediately steps in. Does not need to be told twice.
Yep, I thought they were gonna take my bracelet, but seeing it get chucked in there, it's like, no, thank you.
Walk in last.
As you all get inside, one of the raven folk, as the two others are starting to turn away, looks back at them, looks at you, reaches inside, and tosses a dagger at your feet before closing the door. You see the look on their faces a little bit more somber. There's an anger there, but there's also an understanding. As
I'll make note of it.
do, you notice your bonds were loosened. They're not quite 100% that, you can easily slip out, but with a little bit of struggle, you think you can break free. As the door clicks shut, and the horses begin to pull away. As you all are departing, you now see out the window two of the raven folk who have turned away, while the other one that watched you leave turns to them and yells to his two companions, "This isn't right and you know it!" Though you don't catch the response, as the horses start to move away quickly. Phaedra, you see the three
Yeah.
raven folk, and you see pulling away off in the distance, starting to pick up speed, a horse-drawn carriage.
They're leaving?
Yes,
Do
you
I
don't see your
see
companions, but you do see a carriage moving away from the raven folk.
Okay. Um this spell doesn't need any material components. Could I try to
Also,
get like
one more thing you notice, Phaedra.
Yeah.
A single black horse is still standing there where the carriage left, and is staring in your
Where the-
direction.
Okay. A black horse?
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the impression that's another druid?
You're not sure. But it is just standing there, looking in your direction, though not directly at you. As the raven folk turn into actual ravens and fly away.
I want to hide somewhere, and I want to try to cast plant growth on like the path that they have to move through to get to Strahd?
They are moving away from you very quickly. I'd say at this point.
No, not the Raven folk. The carriage.
No, that's what I mean. The carriage is moving away from you at top speed at this moment.
Oh, where's the carriage headed?
It is heading up the road towards Strahd's castle, and it is booking it.
Oh, okay.
At this point, your companions are rapidly disappearing in the distance.
Fuck. Okay, shit. Horse mode.
Horse mode, activate. Go ahead and click your uses of your wild shape.
Yeah.
Because you can do it 2 or 3 times in a day now.
I can do it 2 times.
Okay, so this will be your second use of wild shape.
Yeah, I would have 0.
You assume your horsely form. The horse is here, everyone.
The
The
horse
horse
is
is
here.
here.
And as you turn to a horse, the horse that is looking at you turns back up the road and goes back up the same direction the carriage is. Do what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, as I feel my bindings get loosened up, can I try wiggling out of them? Because it's just rope bindings, right?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a general strength check. Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
All right, acrobatics or athletics. Much better at acrobatic. I was like,
They're
nope.
coming loose, but you're not loose yet. The two of you do see that Dew's bonds are starting to loosen.
So, hear me out, guys. I've been here before, so we got some. I'm gonna lay down some rules for all of you, right? I expect you to follow them before you're even gonna have a chance of living. Worst case scenarios will become a plaything, and she'll torture you for the rest of eternity. But it's better than dying. But be polite and try to be somewhat entertaining. She seems to have taken a bit of a liking to me, which is why she kept me. Come on, gotta loosen up a bit
Go ahead and
more.
give me another
Right.
athletics or acrobatics check.
You do realize they're
This
probably
time-
not sending us in there today.
It does come loose. It takes a couple minutes, but you eventually do get them off.
Grab the dagger at my feet, start sawing off their bindings. But as I begin sawing off, I'm gonna start with Archie's bindings first.
You very quickly are able to cut through Archie's bindings.
All right, handed the dagger, grab my bag, find this little bracelet on the inside, slip it around my wrist.
You guys do
Slide
notice
my
that
sleeve over it.
Phaedra's bag is with your stuff as well.
Archie will start putting his armor back.
Hey, free Durian, but whatever. I gotta put my bracelet on, grab the dagger, cut off Darian's bindings.
He very clearly does not, even though you tell him, hey, go for it. He does not do that, like, immediately.
You may add, if you're keeping it, a +1 dagger to your inventory.
Oh damn!
Chill.
Hell yeah, I'm keeping that.
As you also free Darian of his bindings, as this carriage is careening down the road.
Grab the door handle, give it a shake,
It does not open.
give it a boot.
It does not budge.
If
I guess we're heading in.
well, it's good knowing all of you. If we don't make it, hell,
Oh,
it's been one bit of a ride.
we will be alive if we work together. Hasn't failed us yet.
Your positivity is absolutely infectious, and it's making me feel sick.
It is not positivity. I would be certifiable if what happened yesterday would leave me in a positive mood. It's
This is
the
you being
alternative to
negative.
being the alternative to being positive is not something we need right. So we're gonna stick to that. We're gonna head in there, and we're gonna deal with this.
That's yeah. Just keep your weapons stowed. I think. I don't know. She might like it if you try to stab her. Wait, don't do that. That was a joke. Be careful what I say. was a joke.
Are you all going through your bags?
Yep,
Yes.
that's the plan. Grab my shit.
Alrighty.
How fast is this carriage compared to me?
It's about the same speed.
Oh,
But it
What?
has to stay on the road, right?
So do you. It is cliffs on either side of you currently. As you guys are digging through your bags and locating your stuff, you guys also notice very nice sealed envelopes in your bags.
toss that
Alright.
to the side for a second. Is Buddy there?
Buddy is there.
Okay, Buddy hasn't eaten in 24 hours. I'm immediately gonna find my ration pouch and start feeding him.
Your ration pouch is empty.
Damn it.
As you see crumbs around the rock. As he may have gotten to your ration pouch while he was left unattended.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna open the pouch for the swaddle cloth for a second. How big is he now?
About a good fist size rock.
Oh, he's getting bigger. And I'm just gonna quickly wrap it back up.
Are any of you guys reading your letters?
Best of time as any, considering we're probably about to die. Yeah, Archie will open that sucker and take a read.
You got one too?
Yep.
Though addressed to each of you individually, it is the same letter that I read out earlier to Phaedra. But minus the little PS on the back. Essentially guaranteeing safe passage and bidding you to come meet in a civilized surroundings for conversation. Alluding that they brought you here, and they alone are the only way out.
Alright. Well, you read what it said. Darian, please, I know you hate monsters and I know you hate talking things out, but can we please just be polite to her for a moment? We can kill her later. We just gotta make it out of here alive, man.
Darian's rubbing his wrists. Talking it out is always an option. However, there has to be a better way to get out of here other than her.
Obviously, we're not going to take any deal that she has. Just
I don't
No
think
matter-
that she's going to give us any options.
no matter what happens, specifics be damned. Just make sure that if you're going to do something, all right, don't get us, or more importantly, anyone outside of this immediate circumstance killed if you're going to do something like that again, all right?
Darian is giving Archie a very stern look as he says that.
I think what Archie's trying to say is just be cordial, man. It's a dinner invitation.
Or we can just hop out of this carriage now and hope for the
And
best.
what? Walk out? Be ostracized from every city we come across?
It's better than making a deal with the devil.
All right? Help me break down this door then. Boots it again. It's not
Does
going
not
anywhere.
move.
You can go wherever you... You can run from the consequences of your actions, but I won't run from...
Oh, go fuck yourself, Archie.
Go ahead. I might.
You're getting pretty loud now that we don't have a bunch of bird people who can slit our throats at any moment. Are you gonna help me? Ah, I'm gonna grab my ankle. Ugh, shit. Yep, that's not going nowhere.
Do you get the sense, as you are repeatedly trying to boot down this carriage door, that it is magical in nature?
Yeah. Hey, by chance, any of y'all be able to dispel that for me? Magic. I think. Rubbing my ankle like ow.
Not my forte.
No.
Well then, I guess we're going for dinner. He's gonna limp on back to his seat and just plop himself back in.
After winding through the forest and the craggy mountain peaks, the road takes
Can
a
I try
sudden
to
turn
like?
to the east,
Oh,
and you guys witness the startling presence of Castle Ravenloft towering before you. What would you like to do, Phaedra?
Could I try to call out to the horses in front in my horse language? Just like, slow down, please, please. I am a beautiful mare. Just slow down a
Are
little
you
bit.
offering
Are
horse
you?
ass
No,
to
no.
get these horses to stop?
Just
Whoa.
anything.
Calm down.
I have so much hay. There's so much hay behind
Charisma,
me. Just,
charisma check as a horse.
just
Fucking
slow down.
And
the
Phaedra,
tonal whiplash.
you offer your ass up to these horses, but you get no response.
Doesn't have proficiency in husbandry.
That hurt.
We can talk this out as horses. We don't have to follow the command of our masters. Come on, guys.
They do not stop. They don't even give a sense that they're hearing you.
Are they like super far ahead?
They're about 300 feet ahead of you, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Eventually, they pull past some twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure, and beyond these, the guard towers, is a precipice of a 50-foot wide fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A drawbridge is lowered of old, shored-up wooden beams that stretches across the chasm between you all and the archway to the courtyard. As the horses barrel across, the chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you all out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis green with growth hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this, those in the carriage, you guys see the main doors of the castle standing open. A rich, warm light spilling from within, flooding the courtyard, torches fluttering sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors, as a tall elven man is standing there seemingly waiting for you all. His straight black hair slicked back and falls down to his shoulders. Eyes squint slightly as he regards the carriage as it moves to a slow stop in front of him, with a large wolf standing at his side. Phaedra, you see all this now as you are barreling behind the carriage and you see it slowing down at the entrance to Castle Ravenloft.
I'll skid to stop.
How far are you getting away from the carriage?
I mean, everyone definitely sees the horse following behind the horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah, you all now, though this has stopped, hearing the clattering of hooves still, see a massive warhorse sprinting at you guys.
Darian, the horse is here.
Darian's just gonna look back out the carriage and is just gonna be shaking his head no at her.
Phaedra, as you're running in and you eventually come to a stop, with your passive perception, you look around the walls of the area around you and behind you, and you see several gaunt human forms perched amongst the walls, clinging to the stones and staring at you with a hunger, though seemingly holding back for the moment, as several severed hands skitter across the walls like spiders. The carriage door clicks open as the elven man stands there with his arms behind his back. "Good evening. My mistress will be receiving you all within the dining room. Please follow me and do not attempt anything foolish. I have just finished up cleaning up after our last guests." Phaedra, you hear those gaunt forms cackle quietly, as you get the sense that his words are less of a request and more of a demand. as you all are free to leave the carriage.
I'm gonna drop out of horse mode.
You are non-horse.
I sigh. How far away is Phaedra from us?
Phaedra, how far away are you?
I'm right up on the carriage.
Okay, you're
I was
right
looking
there.
in with my
Oh.
horse eyes.
I'm gonna just reach into the carriage, grab her bag, give it to her. You know, you could have just left.
Coulda.
Don't want the food going cold. It's like I head over my.
What are the rest of you doing?
Archie will step out of the back of the carriage and just sort of look around. Cacophony of emotions crawling underneath his face as he's looking up at the castle. And he'll just look around at the group and wait till everyone's ready and sort of just wait around for everyone else to move as a group. He does not want to go in on his own.
Darian is extremely tense and is just like staring at Phaedra as I'm guessing she unhorses. And responds in Elvish, "You should have just left. Why the fuck didn't you leave?"
She, like, squints at you. It's not what Marlo would have done.
This is exactly what Marlo did not want. Now you're stuck in this shitty situation which will inevitably get us killed. You could have just disappeared and not have to worry about any of us.
Yeah, and done what? Just live out the rest of my life in Barovia?
It's better than dying in this fucking castle. Just
At least we would have tried.
look at the elven man standing next to us and look back at her.
Follow
Teleportation.
me. As he
You guys
turns.
see without, like, her hat on, there's, like, these two little horns jutting out of her head. And she roots around in her bag and finds her hat and plops it back on her head.
Oh damn!
We
Looks at the
love-
horns, look back to her.
We love deals with devils.
I will go with the group.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Archie, step forward. Let's follow the.
Let's take a brief 5-minute break for bathrooms for what is to come next. Alrighty. Everybody ready?
No.
Yep.
Okay. Archie, you're last in line. Good to know.
Yes.
The elven man and the wolf turn around and start to walk inside the hallway. Archie, as you all are being led through the hallways here, you guys take a right as you hear organ music playing off in the distance, and you feel a very soft and gentle tap on your shoulder from behind you.
I'll keep walking to keep pace, but I will glance over my shoulder.
You don't see anything, but you hear an unfamiliar feminine voice quietly whispering, "Please don't be alarmed. We're on the same side.
I
See
will
what
look
she
straight
wants.
and continue to.
Survive, and meet me outside the castle gates."
I'll just nod lightly, continue looking straight, looking around, making sure I'm not like looking like I'm, oh, what's that over there? I'm listening. I'm not doing the Truman Show, like, you know,
Yeah.
hold on to my ear. I'm sorry. What? No, just continuing to walk. I will take that too. So to be very against her, TLDR, meet someone outside the gates. But was there any like big specifics? Sorry, I'm trying to.
No. It was, let me go ahead and pull the note back up. She was telling you not to be alarmed that you guys are on the same side, and see what she wants, which you can assume is Strahd. Survive
Mhm.
and meet her outside the castle gates.
Okay. Awesome. We have Archie at least has a side goal. Awesome. Thank you.
That's why I was like, let's see who's in the back. Oh, it's Archie? Okay, this is gonna work.
Yeah, thank God.
If it were Darian, I would, oh no, he's gonna kill someone.
Dude
I
just
know
looks
what you
over his
mean.
shoulder. Fuck off! The schizo voices are talking to me.
Pretty lady in my head who calls me stun.
Yeah, basically.
The elven man continues to lead you all through the halls to a large set of double doors from which you can hear that organ music playing inside. He cracks open the door as the music tapers off as he speaks up. My lady, your guests have arrived. And you hear a familiar laugh bounce across the walls as a slow clack of heels against the stone floors. Send them in and see them properly seated. The man looks at you all before opening the double doors to the room beyond, and you all see 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling, and in the center of the room, a long, heavy table covered with a fine white satin cloth. It's laden with many delectable foods, from roast beef basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, sweet fruits and vegetables, things you guys have not had since you have been here. You see at the end of the table closest to the door 4 empty seats that are each set for you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between the floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. And seated at the head of the table facing you all is the familiar figure you all know to be Lady Strahd. She regards you with a coy smile, wineglass in one hand, as she gestures for you all to take the empty seats at the opposite side of the table. As you see in other chairs, several men, women, and children staring down at their meals with a mix of petrified and despondent looks on their faces. As you all enter and are gestured to take your seat, the doors close behind you. Do you all take a seat?
I'm gonna show a little bit of confidence, and out of all the available seats for us, I'm gonna take the one closest to her.
Alrighty. Where's everyone else sitting?
I'll sit next to Do.
Alrighty.
The farthest seat away from her, if possible.
Okay. So, let me pull you
There's
all over
Archie
to the
with the
map.
third. Yeah, Archie will give a slight nodded, but just like head bow and then walk on over.
As I didn't want to fill the map with a bunch of random civilian tokens, but imagine every
Yeah.
other seat in here does have civilians.
Copy.
You all quickly take your seats. And as you do, Lady Strahd raises her glass. Well, how good of our guests of honor to arrive. I was beginning to worry that maybe the mist had swallowed you whole. She gestures to everyone at the table. Eat and enjoy the comfort you so graciously receive from your benevolent lady. Her lips twist into a cruel grin as the other guests at the table timidly begin to eat and drink. Are you all following suit?
Archie sort of his eyes looking around at all these people. It's the only thing that's really giving away that he is very uncomfortable with the situation, but you wouldn't be able to tell that with the rest of his body language. Start going through the motions, slowly painting small portions. The appropriate silver china for each individual dish. It seems practiced to some extent, though a little off in terms of noble dining procedure.
It smells phenomenal, and you all feel your stomachs twist as you realize you haven't eaten since the day prior.
You know, wouldn't want to ruin such a fine meal crushing it through these little grates on my face. I kind of tug at the collar of the helmet. What do you say you'll let this thing go for a sec?
Oh, and where's the fun in that? You know I love watching you struggle. But do you really want me to take it off? For the moment, anyway.
Hmm. I'm just gonna reach forward and just like tilt my head back. Tilt my head back and just grab one of the pieces of food and like try to just funnel it into the hole carefully instead.
It tastes fucking delicious.
Oh god.
It is the best food you've had, not even here, but anywhere.
I'm so happy I have the mask on to hide the fact that my face is like beaming right now. Like, what the hell? This is like
Phaedra, Darian.
Yeah, I'll start eating with all the decorum of a noble, I guess.
Darian is not touching any of his food. I am not touching any of this. This is not good. I don't want this. I'm fine.
Is this like an obvious thing that you're not eating in any capacity?
Yes, and Archie, you would see that he is twitching his leg very fast underneath the table.
Sort of just not leaning over as he does it, but just whispering to his... It's alright if you don't want to eat, but at least look busy. We have to be polite.
That I will mock eating without even ingesting any of this.
Just putting food on your plate and shuffling it around.
Yep.
Doing the toddler at a nice dinner. I don't have chicken nuggies, so I'm mad.
That's the way to do it.
hell yeah, brother.
After a few minutes of quiet eating, no one else is speaking in the room. You see all of the civilians here are just eyes down on their plate. Some of them eating with a more robotic motion. Some of them looking very fearful. Others eating like they haven't eaten in weeks. Eventually, Lady Strahd, looks up at you all as she looks over her wine glass. Now then, my little toys, I've heard that you've all been busy. I really must thank you for all your hard work in utterly demolishing that little winery. You've given me quite the opportunity to fill in that empty space with something far more grand. It was cute watching them believe that they were making a difference, but change doesn't come from pathetic, whimpering cowards. No, it comes from people with authority. The authority to give and to take as they please, and to sculpt the whims of the mud beneath their boots. She stands and takes a few steps, swirling her wine glass in hand, before taking a sip of the deep red viscous liquid and licking her lips. It almost makes up for your little stunt whisking away my sweet Irina to Valaki. Almost. Her heels clack loudly as she stops standing behind a young woman who looks to be no more than 18. She reaches down and caresses her claws across the young woman's neck, stopping as they reach the crucial vein from which one slip would spell disaster. As she looks over at all of you. Tell me, travelers, do you fancy yourself heroes, villains, or simply survivors of a world all too cruel from which you eke out your meager existence? Puppets of greater things, playing and pretending to hold power? Victims, perhaps? As she takes another sip from her glass and stares over all of you.
Archie will give everyone else just like a second, just like stare. Looks like he wants other people to talk before he says anything.
I'm not a hero. To do whatever it takes to survive. She looks Strahd in the eyes.
You see a bit of a pleased grin across her lips as you say that, as she looks to the rest of you.
You already know my answer. I came here trying to make some coin with the group. Not a hero.
What about you other two? You're quite quiet.
Apologies, it's hard to find the words. I suppose I believe survival isn't enough. Good or bad, we have to have some standard that we hold ourselves to, otherwise we're just powerful animals.
As you say powerful animals, you see her lips twist again, a little bit of that twitch into a sadistic smile as she looks over at you, Darian.
Darian is just staring at her, and through gritted teeth, says Survivor.
What honest and cute answers from the lot of you. Me, well, I'm a monster well and true, though the same could really be said for anyone at this table. Carving our existence from the flesh and the dreams of the eager whole, wanting to enjoy our cut. Though when I look at you all, I see kindling that I want to turn into a raging inferno. I want to strip your soul bare to its most basest form, and witness whatever splendor lies underneath. Those monsters that dwell in our darkest corners of our most pathetic moments. Some of you, and she tilts her face towards Darian as she gives him a toothy grin, are already well on your way and are quite impressive. Your blatant disregard for life and the hollowness in your eyes and your heart is exquisite. And others, as she looks over the rest of you, need a bit more time to be molded and reshaped into my perfect little playthings. She takes her claws off the young woman's neck and continues to walk, slowly circling the table till she reaches a young man about your age, Phaedra. I've enjoyed these past few days watching you, I must admit. You've made this little game quite challenging for yourself, though. Exiling yourselves into a realm without compassion or empathy that thrives purely on my desires is a dangerous game, to say the least. It risks you becoming boring and, well, there's nothing I hate more than a boring, broken, useless toy. As she drags her claws across the man and he winces slightly, she stands again, walking this time to a little girl, no more than 5, and wraps her claws around her shoulder. So, in order to keep things interesting for me, I've decided to give you all a little chance to struggle a bit longer. Bring me Irina within a month's time, and you all will be free to leave Barovia. Fail to do so, and, well, I'm sure you can piece it together. As she drags a claw across the girl's cheek and blood starts to drip down it onto the white tablecloth.
Archie tenses up hard.
I've even prepared a nice little bonus for a job well done. As she stands and slowly strides back to the head of the table, the heels once again clacking across the stone. She takes a seat and crosses one leg over the other as she looks at you, Phaedra, with a particularly malicious grin. as the invisibility drops, and a painfully familiar figure walks at her side. His brown hair combed back and styled, clothes mended and immaculate, familiar blue and golden sash across one shoulder as those same blue and golden eyes look across you all before looking at Lady Strahd with an expression of devotion as he kneels at her side. She reaches out a hand and grips his jaw, one finger perching a claw directly onto his vein. I'll even give you my new favorite pet if you satisfy my request. And she grips a little harder and you see a slight trickle of blood down the neck. Fail to do so, and I'll ensure he begs for his eternal slumber while cursing your existence. As she just stares at you, Phaedra.
She, like, grips the table so hard, like, her knuckles turn white. But she doesn't say anything.
Well, what do you all say? Would you like to take up my little job opportunity, or shall we just get down to business? As she stands, taking that claw off of his neck, but he follows behind her as she moves back around the table, dragging her hands across the shoulders and the neck of every single civilian within here.
I know a lot of magics. Would I know? Like, this is, like, he would not have that expression on his face. Would I know what she did to him? Or if this is like some sort of elaborate illusion?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. 11?
11. It's hard to tell. It could be some kind of charm, it could be an illusion, but you're not entirely sure. If it is an illusion, it is something of elaborate levels of magic.
Right. I have one question for you, Mel, and then one in-game question for the ladies.
Sure, in-game question for me
Out-of-game
first.
question.
What's up?
Can I do any sort of general perception of history or any sort of check? Do we, or at least Archie, recognize anyone else at the table as anyone we have encountered in Barovia?
History check.
All right, here we go. That is, wow, okay. And I don't think an 11's going to change it, but I am going to do a thing, right? So what I will do is I will actually use a Fortune from the Many in order to gain +3 to an 11, which I'm assuming still fails. But I have a thing.
You have a thing?
And it is called Tactical Mind, so I add a D10. Does a 14 pass?
You see...
Let's go!
You're gonna hate me for this. You see Myrtle and Freak, the two children from the Hag's Hut. At the table.
Shit. God.
Though they are looking despondently at the table.
Yeah, damn. Oh, God. And then I suppose in character, Archie will push that pit in his stomach aside for a moment. God dang it. He was sort of, without even, like, rotating, he will stop going through the motions of eating, like, and he'll turn his eyes towards Lady Strahd. As with all things in business and transactional arrangements, as we did with the one with Irina to transport her, if you wish to have her transported back, any particular reason or why? Or is this more a increased compensation for discretion sort of arrangement?
I want you to bring me Irina simply because she is mine. And she belongs at my side. She's been gone far too long for my liking.
Okay, out of game question, I have to double check something previous. When Irina was describing and everything back in Barovia, how like, hey, did you say anything about actually like, oh, I've been like actually like spending time? Because what I remember and what I have in my notes is, oh, yeah, like she's not just like around, maybe like by the windowsill, trying to like get her to go. Did she mention anything about like, oh yeah, I was actually like up at the castle hanging out for a while, or did she omit that?
I'll give you a history check.
Let's do a history check. Let's go.
Dirty 20. You don't
Hey.
remember her ever mentioning coming up to the castle here. The only interactions you remember her saying that she had with Strahd was that Strahd had visited her twice in the night, and she has no memory of what happened during those visits.
That vastly complicates things, and Archie will, once again, everyone sort of sees him go back into the sort of motions and sort of retreat into his mind for a moment while he's chewing on them. Okay.
Don't everyone speak up all at once.
Chokes back a little bit of the food that he is munching on. All right. We're going into a bit of a business transaction then, I see. Two things then. Do you know where she is? And why can't you just go get her yourself?
Well, I know she's in Valaki. That much, I know. But a certain little creature got his hands on her, and it makes things complicated. So,
Isaac.
in order... so you do know the little monster.
Yeah, he's a creep.
Oh, creep doesn't even begin to cover the depravity of that man. But
How
you
do we
guys
know
took
if
her
they'll
there.
honor
What
your
was
side of
that,
the deal?
Phaedra? How do you know
How
I'll
do we
honor
know
my
you'll-
side of the deal? Because I always offer deals that I intend to keep. Why would I backstab you? It's not like I agreed to go help a group of people and then destroy their home.
Side eye to Darian.
Darian is
to,
on the brink of fucking losing it, by the
As
way.
Darian is there, gonna do another one of my patent pending Archie look to him to the side and whisper at Darian so he doesn't implode. And he will. I have a lead once we get out of here. Though I'm wary of making deals verbally.
Although Darian cannot speak because the moment he opens his mouth will be a fucking torrent of insults, he nods slowly at Archie.
Just get through this and we have somewhere to go.
And the other parts of the deal, you're not gonna bite us, turn us into your spawn, are you?
Oh, I won't turn you into my spawn yet. Where's the fun in that?
Yet, okay, so that's...
I want you to run about a little bit longer. I want to be entertained. It does get so boring here in Barovia. I'm even being quite generous in giving you a month to do so.
When Marlowe was at Strahd's side, did I see any like signs that he was a vampire spawn?
Perception check.
Uh,
God, the amount of checks you've had to do today, Rachel. Dear God. Disproportionate, insane.
You're not sure. He's a little too far away to get a close view, and he does wear that kind of collared shirt that hides his neck a little bit. He hasn't opened his mouth. He hasn't done anything to give you any clear indication on if he's a vampire spawn, if he's even real, if he's just enamored with this woman, you have no idea. Oh, come on, Phaedra. She sees you looking over at Marlowe. Don't you want your brother back? He's right here. All you have to do is give me Irina, and he's yours.
What did you do to him?
I brought him back for you. Though, it's no fun with playing with toys that don't like to do as they're told, so... He's just being an obedient little pet for now, as she walks over and she takes his, jaw in her hand again and tilts his face up at her as she looks down at him. I think it's quite an improvement.
And you'll reverse what you did?
Of course I'll
If
reverse
we
what I
bring
did.
Irina.
If you bring me Irina, I'll restore him exactly as he was for you.
Insight check on that fucking word.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we are insight checking that wording.
Insight check.
Oh my god.
Let me roll on her end. Her wording was exactly as it said. She will revert him to exactly as he was, should you complete this task for her.
Darian is going to, for the first time, actually talk to her, and is just staring daggers at her. Before he died.
Darren, you see her lip curl up a little bit as she looks at you out of the corner of her eye, and there's a devious smile on her face. Of course. What's the fun in throwing a dead corpse at your feet?
Exactly how he was before we came to Peru. Or fuck. Ah.
Well, I don't know how he was before you got to Barovia, but I know how he was before he died here. I know how he was when he woke up. Though I will miss the taste of him, I will admit. He does have quite delicious blood.
One more clarification, if you'll humor us.
Please ask away. I have nothing but time.
Right. What exactly do you mean by allowed to leave?
Well, I mean exactly as I said. I will allow you to traverse the mist and to exit my domain.
Barovia and otherwise?
You'll be free from my grasp. You'll walk back through those mists and go wherever the hell you came from. That is, unless any of you want to stick around here.
Right. 1 month we get Irina back here, you have her, and then we leave.
Yes.
No funny business and no... You say you want to be entertained, so keep your fingers off the scales of our journey, and we'll have a deal. It'll be funny enough.
Darling, you journey in my domain. My fingers are all over every part of it, whether you want it or not. If I want to be entertained, then I will be entertained. Should you fail to do so, well, not my fault what happens afterward. She looks over you all as she tips her glass back to her lips. So do we have a deal? You all bring me my precious Irina. I give you back your little friend here. And I let you go.
By the way, why are you so keen on that Irina? I mean, between the two siblings, I know which one I prefer.
Because Irina is mine.
Yours.
She
Like
always
your
has
dog.
been, and always will be.
Like your daughter?
No. She is mine to hold dear, to love for an eternity.
I see. Well, personally myself, I'm a fan of being alive.
It's a pretty good deal if you want to stay alive.
I'm in.
She smiles as she looks at the rest of you. And you all?
1 month.
1 month.
She'll just nod.
Her eyes glance over to Archie and Darian.
One last month in Barovia. Sure.
Her eyes fix on you, Darian.
Just staring back at her with just a look of absolute malice, but through gritted teeth. Fine.
Wonderful. Well, would you like to finish your dinner before you head out? Or are you keen to start this task sooner rather than later?
If I can, I'm gonna take some of the bread, some of the dried meats, and just start wrapping them up in napkins and tucking them into my bag.
You do so. We'll say you get 3 rations
As-
worth of food.
Nice.
As you have been such a courteous hostess, is there anything... You've done a lot of telling. Is there anything else you'd like to show or tell us before we leave? It will be a bit before this opportunity presents itself again.
Will it? As she smiles at you with a predatory look.
I see.
I'll stand up from the table and I'll give a little like bow, but my eyes are on Marlowe as I just, well, thank you for the nice dinner. If there's nothing else.
Of course, if you'd like to leave. Rahadin, please show our guests out. They're quite ready to start their journey. As you guys hear the doors click, and the elven man from before walks over to you. Right, so I'll see you all when I see you then. She calls out as she stands up again and walks over towards one of the people sitting at the table there.
I'm gonna do the awkward thing where like, ooh, I walk away from the table, I walk back to the table, grab another thing, walk away from the table, ooh, grab a glass, grab another thing, shove it into my mouth, ooh, grab another thing. Intentionally being kind of rude about it, but also just playing up the awkwardness over the actual rudeness of it.
Do you all say or do anything before you depart Lady Strahd's dinner?
Nope.
He will get up and give a slight head bow. Sort of just nod at her comment. As we are leaving, is there something I could run by you?
What would you like to do?
I want to do my goddamn best. If I remember correctly, I don't have anything to write on, but I would like to attempt to, if I can get any kind of peek into any kind of room, any kind of look into any sort of long hallway to get an idea of scale. If there's anything Archie might be able to glean about the area inside Castle Ravenloft that they're on as they're leaving. Any little piece of information, any little bit of anything on the way out, he would attempt to get.
Alrighty. We'll get to that in a second.
Copy that.
Darian, anything you would like to say or do before you all are escorted from the room?
I rolled high on my wisdom save, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
But he does not say a singular fucking word to her. He just stands up and starts to walk.
Alrighty. As you all stand up to leave, and you go to move out the door, does anyone look back?
I do.
Does anyone else look back?
I look back at my brother.
Right.
Archie is intentionally trying to distract himself from the situation they are in by looking around in other spots.
Darian wants to leave immediately.
As the summer you are walking out immediately, being led by this elven man, a few of you look back. Phaedra, you focus on your brother. And though he is looking up enamored at Lady Strahd, he has not looked at you once. And you see a single tear roll down his cheek as you are leaving. As you look back, and you see Lady Strahd walks behind a more middle-aged man, and with a motion that is so callous and cold, drags her claws across his neck and fills her wine glass as the door is shut behind you.
Oof.
And that is where we're going to end session. Archie, I will get you that information later.
Oh God, what a session! Oh my God.
Oh, exhale.
Thank you all for sticking
Hey,
around
that
for
went
that
pretty
one. I
well.
know that got a little intense at the end. I'm sorry.